And here we go.
We're back.
We're back, y'all. And
The chicks.
Selena, we didn't coordinate.
She got that from my pile at the clothing swap.
We had this awesome clothing swap, and I knew I got your earrings, but I wore this.
Oh, I gifted her these. I wanted her to have these. I wanted her to have that shirt too, but I was like, I can't push that on her.
And then I got it, and now I'm wearing it today.
I see her coming out to the gate. I'm like, Selena, bitty bitty mama.
So we got the vibes today. We've got the checkered pants today. We've got part 2.
Yeah. So
the chart reveal.
yeah, this wasn't planned, but I think it's a really good. So this is kind of what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys like us together, which, bless, good, because we're just getting started and more's coming. But also a lot of really wonderful questions. We don't have this stereotypical synastry of besties.
Yeah.
We obviously look very, very different, if you just took us at face value, very different. But very much in sync, very much copacetic, very much in rhyme and reason. And we wanted to talk about that
We're
today.
Talk about that today.
And I'm excited.
This is where you see the different nuances of what shows up to you. What were we calling it? Connecting the dots synastry.
Yeah.
Where it's not always that classic, what's that called?
Aliens won.
The aliens won.
And the aliens
Okay.
won.
Thank you. We're filming now. We've been chatting too much. I've been keeping him away. So he wanted to show you the alien film. He's an Aquarius. Duh.
Yeah, we've got our Aquariuses.
We both have little Aquariuses, which is also very interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's stereotypical synastry that people are really associated with, like moon conjunct sun or having a placement in your 7th house. But hold on. We're back. Sorry. We had an emergency on the spaceship.
The spaceship needed our attention, and we are back to this spaceship.
Cody understands energy, and he loves Alyssa. He's like, I want to party.
Yeah.
I want to party.
Yeah.
And at home, I can easily read a script with him next to me, but he's also like, let me feel this energy. Let me feel.
Oh,
Even he feels that we're fun together.
Yeah.
And I get it.
We get it.
But also, not your time.
Not right now. So, there's so much to talk about. There is all this intercepted energy, right? Where it's like, you've got this here, this is where it lands. What is where kind of, when it comes to synastry, what do you get drawn to? What is your kind of not classical synastry, or how would you explain it?
So, what did you call it? Or you called it relational synastry?
Relational or connecting the dots is
Yeah. It's
synastry.
I really like that. I always like to see how people, in my series where we're explaining the aspects and I personify the planets.
Yes.
I like to see how someone else's energy shows up in my field.
Yeah.
So I want to know where my moon is in your chart, where you hold my emotions.
Exactly.
I love looking at that stuff. And that's why I love the type of astrology I do, because I know if you're a Sag rising, I know that I'm in, your 6th house and, things of that nature. But yeah, I love seeing where I am in others' charts and where other people pop up in my charts. And I think if you understood that, you would very much understand why you and I get along really well, work very similar together, even though it might look very different.
And the first part of that, right? You talked about where your moon lands in my chart, which is Jupiter.
Yeah.
Okay? In my 9th house.
Yes.
And that is kind of this energy of immediately meeting you. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
This expansive, immediately just heart to heart
Yeah.
sense of.
We were pretty open with our feelings, pretty.
Where it was like, okay, we gotta rein it a little bit in.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna lose her. I was like, I'm being weird. I'm being really weird. But I already felt that you held my emotions, and that's because your Jupiter was there meeting my moon and said, come on home,
Girl.
baby. Let's go. And then, so when we were just like pre-filming, chatting, like Alyssa was like, I have to put on the camera because we miss so much good stuff. We need a GoPro because we do.
Straight.
But when I started to look at your 12th house and my 4th house, so that to me, I didn't really look at that until today, until we were next to each other. But your sun at 0 degrees, that's my Pluto.
Wow. 0 degree Pluto. Oh my gosh. In your 4th house, it's the beginning of your 4th house. So.
Did you see that look we gave you? Yeah. Our sun and Pluto are conjunct, and they're in each other's 4th and 12th houses.
Wow.
That's some, to me, that's some big transformation. That is some big transmutation, some big bringing things to life.
And where I feel like I can be myself and I can share those 12th house matters with you. I can, and then you bring it into this realm of okay, this is how we're, transforming it through our family and through our lineage. And
it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
But also, I mean, you do that. Oh, okay. How am I trying to say this?
Mercury in Pisces retrograde. Gosh.
We're in our emotions and not in our vocabulary.
You gotta find the poetic way of saying it with it making sense and all of it,
I was so a lot of my issues with friends and stuff have come from masking. So I was very much don't mask at all. Don't really try not to. Yeah. And I was really afraid of that. Because also some part of masking, I don't even know that I do. You and I talked about this. I was taught that you're just uncomfortable for people you love. That's just what you do.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what masking was, but I remember one of the big things was her coming and helping me clean before my parents came. So I am one of those. I clean before the cleaner gets there.
She's like, this has to be like that. I'm like, I'm coming to do
No, I was trying to be you don't have to come. But I knew in my head, I was like, this is a masking kind of, I don't want to say a test, but Crestone does kind of put certain things you need to work through.
Working on and that you're working through, and then spirit
they come right up. They're like, hey.
I heard you say that. You mentioned this, and I want to.
It's like a weird chicken that's what do you think? Okay. And then I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna have to not clean before, and I want her to be my friend, and I had a little panic attack, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
But that 4th and 12th house, that to me is so loud because I do feel like I can show her who I am behind closed doors. I do feel like I can show her spirit. I do feel like I don't have to mask, and I won't be left. It feels held and contained and
safe.
In a it's very interesting.
Yeah,
I love it. But yeah, there's the Pluto, but then also your Mercury is not far, and then your Pluto is near my Mars.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's gonna be transforming how I move. We're gonna get into that later, but our astrology is astrologying.
When you see it, and you're just literally how?
But if you just looked at it and you were a novice astrologer, you wouldn't really be there wouldn't be a lot of I think certain things that people look for as best friends or soulmates.
Right.
Right. You're mostly in my 4th and 5th and 6th houses. So that's fantastic. 4th, my family, my home. She does feel a lot like coming home. I think we have a lot of past life stuff as well with our Sag.
Oh my gosh.
With 100%. The Sag. There was a lot of oh, I've arrived. But then it's but she doesn't know me and this is weird. But she's in my 4th, 5th, and 6th house. I am arriving home. I am transmuting. I am healing. I am trying to embrace all the ways. 5th house though, fun, creation. I do have I have some projects. So Alyssa, she's either gonna be the best for me or the worst for me. Because at the clothing swap, I came up to her with the idea that's pretty grand. I was I'm gonna that most people would be Alyssa right here. She's we can do it.
Let's go. Let's do
and that's
this.
I knew, and I told Sean, and he was that's either the absolute best. Or it's the absolute worst. I was
there's no cap. There's, as they say, right? The youngins.
No cap. But yeah, she's we can do it. And I'm yeah, this is my girl. This is what I've been waiting for. We can do it.
Well, and that's where the Chiron connection, you have Chiron and Gemini and your North Node. And we're about to move into this Mars series. I have Mars and Gemini. And so,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Your Mars on my Gemini stuff.
Yeah. It's like
Near it.
it's near it. And then
Yeah.
we've got Taurus, 10th house for you up here, which is my 6th. And I'm trying to see what is really calling out to me. I'm just...
Oh, and then like 6th house, like she's in my, so it's like work and routine and every day and I always talk about the 6th house being who you serve.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a really great lesson in learning, and this is what Pluto and Aquarius wants us to learn. Like, you can't really serve others until you fully serve yourself. And there's a lot of learning that I feel with you. I feel like I'm really like, and that like, it doesn't make me a bad friend to serve myself. It actually makes me like a good friend to serve myself.
That's how I would put it too. The multiple times where I've been like, something came up and we got to push this to that. You know, normally I'd be like, she's not going to want to hang out with me. She's not going to want to be my friend. I'm moving things all the time. And feeling so received and so safe to be like, girl, I'm on the same page. Like,
yeah, I'm like, listen. It's good.
It's good. We're good. We're on that same page. And it really, really, it just, so, and then, okay.
Oh my gosh. Your Neptune and my Jupiter and Capricorn conjunct exact.
Oh, what? Okay. See, this is where they start
Look at that. In your 2nd house, because I know why. I'm pushing her for her. I get that. Absolutely.
Whoa.
And in my 6th.
Wow. So.
So Jupiter. So, like, there's a lot of Jupiter, which I feel a lot in our connection. There's a lot of, like,
just
big
expansiveness and plans and.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, the first email I sent her, I was like, there's all these ideas that we're going to do forever and ever because we're friends and now we work together.
Before she landed and arrived here, there was a possibility of, like, a space opening. I was like, would it be too much to be like, do you want to go into business together?
And we would have done it. And it would have been great.
And again, Spirit's going to...
It'll come back.
It's going to come back. But it's literally... It was that
it's
kind
been
of
really,
impact where it was like...
But
so
it makes sense.
Activating and so reassuring, and also just like feeling again that next level of evolution as astrologers of like, how do we take this work? You know, to the
Look, my Uranus is on your ascendant point, except for 1 degree.
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna break it free.
You're gonna break me free.
I'm gonna break that 12th house of free. Let me see you.
And that's a huge thing.
And also, we can stem in each other's presence.
There's no reins on that. We full on stem.
But at first we were nervous, you know. But
no,
if we would have really looked at this, though, I would have been like, oh, no wonder I feel so weird with her. No wonder.
Now we see. We're like, okay, all right. I see here. South Node in Sag too. I feel like that's very like familiar feeling and just like. Past life stuff. I mean,
yeah. You know me.
I know.
You know me, girl.
You know me, girl.
Yeah.
And then that's also too where the Mars, my Mars Gemini and your Chiron and North Node is like where I'm like, I feel like I can just like, I don't know, just like tune into the frequencies of.
It does feel like there's like a radio wave or something. Like, I mean, look, like we didn't talk about this. And she's wearing my old shirt. I'm so happy.
This is her shirt, okay?
But yeah, there does seem to be like a radio frequency. That's a little breadcrumb for maybe what could be coming later.
Especially with Uranus in Gemini this year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then I'm drawn to, well, I mean, I guess it's the current transit right now, but of your 9th house right now being lit. Okay.
Lit up. And your 5th
is the adventure. So that's the visibility, the creation, the expressiveness, the joy and play in it, where it's like, you know.
Yeah.
I know for my chart, sometimes it can be so deep and psychological, and you know, my moon is ruled by Saturn.
If you
It's
could
like,
see it, this is like at first glance, I'd be that's an intense bitch.
it's intense, and you bring out so much lightness in me, so much like reassurance that yes, you can go to those places, but
yeah.
you gotta.
You understand like your light through me, because I need you to know that Cresto saw you. Like Cresto, the town's obsessed with this woman and her family. Like I said, Cody's like, I want to hang with them. I want to hang with them. Cody calls their family the real boys. Like, you know. But you are very light, but also looking at this chart, would not fuck with a bitch. Would not fuck with you.
You know, it just don't.
But I mean, and another, like, so like our type of humor, I mean, we've both experienced a lot of things. We both experienced some heavy things.
Yeah.
But that's where that type of humor comes from. Is like, do you laugh or
Through
do
the
you
pain.
cry?
It's like,
you know.
it really,
but also we're here.
yes.
Like you and I both have that kind of like, we're here, thank goodness.
Hey, we made it through. It was a lot. It was intense.
Yeah.
And you know.
But we can laugh at.
And it's also like that's where we
Yeah.
want to give the guidance. So we want to be like, hey, you know, learn about yourself.
Learn.
And check yourself before you wreck yourself. So it is that beauty of being on that lighter note, that
Yeah.
more playful note, where we also have that to work through those
Yeah.
more challenging, you know, aspects.
Yeah, because the
transits
transit that's in your 5th house isn't easy. But like,
it's rewarding.
when we see it on the other side, though,
yes,
like, you're gonna know what fun is and your creation, and
yes.
I'm excited.
Oh my gosh. And your 9th house.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
How on the nose.
Stepping into that role and really stepping into, you know, that experiential.
A mentor in a way. I'm not a mentor to you because you're already working, but like I do want her to be more seen.
Oh my gosh. it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot once you start digging.
It really is. Yeah. And
that's why we were so tongue-tied. It's like
we're like, where do we begin? There's so much to talk about. And again, you know, that's where we, you know, intuitively, it's like, where do you get drawn? What do you, you know, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm mostly in her 6th and 11th. So doesn't that make sense? Like working, routines, day to day, friendship, success, common beliefs, you know, and then for me, 4th, 5th, and 6th, like, duh.
Yeah.
You know, and then like I'm kind of a, you know, it's very copacetic, but it's very different. It doesn't, you know, but yeah.
Love it. Magical. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
For being a part of this, part 2, and stay tuned because it's all coming.